Hey Shivali, so this is a tutorial on how to cut your SIM card up to the right size. So I'm assuming you've figured out how to unlock the, or take the SIM card out of your phone. So basically, assuming, for example, if this is your phone, your SIM card will be located over here. You'll see a little hole. What I just used was a whatever those things are called, a peg, but you can use a hairpin and just gently push into that hole and the SIM card will just pop out. Once it's out, you're going to have something pretty similar to this, just a little metal clip. As you can see, this is your original SIM card size here, the outer one. The real SIM card is a lot smaller, much smaller in fact. So if you look at your SIM card right now, you're going to have a big outer white plastic surrounding, and in the bottom left corner like this, you're going to have a chip. So basically the size you need, if I zoom in, where is it? There. It's not very clear. You can see here. So at the bottom of this, there's absolutely no plastic left. I have cut pretty much directly in line with the chip. So you got to cut the plastic off and just make sure you don't cut the chip. If you look at it carefully, you'll see there's roughly about a millimeter, not even a millimeter, like you can't see it here. I don't think, no you can't see. So along the bottom edge here, along this edge, and along this edge here, you cut all the plastic off. So it's basically the only thing you're left with is a SIM. On the top, however, as you can see here, you see here, up the top here, there's a tiny bit, so that's about 2 millimeters thick. So when the first time you cut it about 3 millimeters. So on these sides, like I said before, these sides here, no plastic, and on the top part, you leave about 3 millimeters of plastic. Yep, you can obviously trim this if it's too big, so always go big first. So 3 millimeters is fine. And then when you put your thing upside down, this thing here, it's going to go on like that. So obviously you have to put it upside down to see what the chip will look like. So when you put it like this into the slot, mine obviously fits perfectly because I've cut it to the right size, as you can see. Perfect fit. Yours, like I said the first time, might be a bit big, so in that case you just trim like a millimeter less on that, or whatever you need to. Then the only other trick is, so that's going to be straight against it, that's straight against the plastic, and that's straight against. This one is about 2 millimeters extra. Oh, hold on, I'll start again. So you'd go like this, straight against it, as you can see. Straight against the bottom, straight against the top. So there's going to be no plastic, and on the top here you're going to have a little bit, like 3 millimeters. So I've left a bit more, see at the top here, so that's extra plastic. The only trick is then just cut the top right corner where you have left a bit of plastic. So like that. So that's your SIM card, what you have now. The thing that I've shaded in is your gold chip. So that's what your SIM card will look like. All you do is in this top corner here, top right, cut it on an angle like that. So just remove this chip off. So all you're left with is that little bit of plastic on top. A bit like that, you see. So your SIM card will then look like that, and as you can see, fits perfectly in there. So yeah, on the top corner just cut a bit of an angle and just fit it in. So once it's in, obviously you have to put it like that. That's the right way. Your SIM card, the chip faces down. Boom, that's in. That's all you got to do. So yeah, that, as you can see, is the top corner, which we kind of trimmed off. So it's not a big cut or anything, it's tiny. and that's it. Put your SIM in, and as long as your whole chip is still there and you haven't cut any of it off, it'll work. So that's the trick. Yeah, good luck.